Walmart has to pay $4.4 million because one of their employees discriminated against a customer. Let's put up the picture of the black male and his attorney. That is Michael Mangum. This is an interesting story. A jury in Oregon, they have awarded Mr. Michael Mangum $4.4 million in damages after he claimed in a lawsuit that a Walmart employee racially profiled him while shopping and tried to have law enforcement act on false charges, according to court documents. Mr. Mangum was awarded $400,000 in non-economic damages and $4 million in punitive damages. That means the court decided to punish Walmart. This happened Friday, according to a news release issued by his attorney Sunday. Walmart told CNN in a written statement that it does not tolerate discrimination and that the verdict is excessive and not supported by the evidence. So Walmart is pushing back. So according to a spokesperson for Walmart, Randy Hargrove said, and I quote, Mr. Mangum was never stopped by Walmart's asset protection. Okay, that's really a distinction without a difference, and I will explain why in a minute. He says, Mr. Mangum was not stopped by Walmart's asset protection. He interfered with our associates as they were surveilling and then stopped confirmed shoplifters, and then refused to leave despite being asked to repeatedly by our staff and the county deputies. We are reviewing our options, including post-trial motions. Well, damn, isn't that something? So their defense is, well, listen, it wasn't loss prevention who did it, but it was people that work for Walmart. Isn't that an interesting defense? Well, it wasn't our security that did this. It was just our regular ass employees. So I don't see what the issue is here. How did we get found guilty of this? All right, Mangum, who was 59 at the time of this, went to Walmart in Wood Village, Oregon. This was March 26, 2020, to look for a light bulb for his refrigerator. His attorney said in a news release, noticing that he was under surveillance by Walmart loss prevention employee, Mangum objected, believing he was being racially profiled. He was correct. The employee ordered Mangum to leave the store, but he refused, according to the release. The employee said he would call the police and tell them that Mangum had refused or had threatened to smash him in the face, the release said. The county sheriff's deputies did arrive to the store. They decided not to take any action. Now, this is interesting. They took no action due to the, and I quote, shifting explanations as to why the employee called. That's an important factor here. And because of the employee's reputation for making false reports to the police, the attorney said in a news release. So what do you have here? You have a Karen working at Walmart. The officers are aware this person makes false police reports on people. They said this person had a reputation. Not only did they have a reputation for doing things like this, there was inconsistencies in the story. And so they decided not to arrest the black male who was being lied on by this employee. In a deposition clip given to CNN by Mangum's attorney, the county sheriff, shift commander Sergeant Brian White, said he and his deputies on his shift had become, and I quote, extremely frustrated with a pattern of behavior that they had identified in the employee calling 911 to report dangerous active situations, such as customers physically assaulting him or loss prevention employees or other Walmart employees while trying to steal, and then the deputies determining that it never actually happened. Okay, so they made the right determination, the deputies did. Even though they made the right determination about the black male who was being targeted, they made the right determination about the employee who called the police, they still came out with the wrong conclusion. You see, when you file a false police report, that's an arrestable offense. And the fact that they were aware that this person had done it multiple times and still there was no civil nor criminal penalty is baffling to me. In addition to that, when you decide to lie to the police, that's called obstruction of justice. However, they were not charged. This person was not charged with obstructing justice, not even the misdemeanor statute that is allowable. So while yes, they made the right call as it relates to the African-American male who was being targeted, they made the wrong call as it relates to the employee who did the targeting. Let's put up a picture of the sheriff. His name is Mike Reese, told CNN his agency treats people with dignity and respect. Our deputies, he said, and I quote, have a fair and balanced approach to criminal investigations. I am pleased with how our members responded and assessed the allegations being made in this situation. They recognize inconsistencies in the caller's report and in past interactions. All right, A.B., if you call the police and you file false reports so much that the cops already know who you are, why has this person never been charged with a civil nor criminal offense for doing so?
It's not so much that I plead the fifth, but they probably look a lot like they probably look just like that. And my thing is, it's interesting how Walmart wants to throw their hands up and say, oh, it's just our employee, but you have an employee who has made multiple false police reports, right? And so at what point does Walmart step in and say, maybe we should not be on duty with this particular employee because it's gonna cost us some money? So Mr. Mag, I walked in for a light bulb, came out with 4 million.
Yeah, exactly. And keep in mind, Walmart is still defending the actions of this individual. It's insanity. Okay,